What else? Yes, we've talked about needles. Yes, yes, yes. We talked about pressing and ironing. Yes, yes. We talked about the sewing kits. Yes, yes. You're right. You're right. Okay, so in today's lesson, we are going to be doing something beautiful. We're going to be seeing how to work with the industrial sewing machine, how to thread your bobbins, and a couple of other things that we'll be looking at. Okay, so in short, to keep watching. All right, let's get into the lesson. Okay, so now we are getting into the lesson. In this lesson, we're learning about the industrial sewing machine, how to use it. We've in the previous lesson we've seen the different parts and how to pass our threads, fix our needles and the likes, but we need to just know how to use the industrial sewing machine. Beyond learning about the different parts, you also want to know how to use it. We might not exactly be going through how to use a manual sewing machine, but we are focusing more on the industrial sewing machine in this lesson. Okay, so when you look at this part of your machine here, okay, this is where you call the pedal. So the part that has the red parts, you see, when I put my leg on it, it's just like if you're when you're driving a car, if you want to drive a car. When I put my leg on it and press it, so when I want to press, let's take a look down. When I want to press, I just put my leg in. I mean, you can wear your shoe, I don't know, but maybe I think either ways I prefer to use. So if I press too much, you see how fast this would be. Can you see how fast it is? But when I reduce my leg a little bit, so let's see. When I reduce, my leg is no longer there. That's why I stopped. So I'm in control of how this moves. Okay, I'm in control of how the presser foot moves. So let's press very fast. Let's reduce. Can you see? I'm reducing. My leg is off and it's not pressing anymore. Let's go ahead. I want to press a little. Just put my leg. You see, it goes slowly, slowly. But I press a little bit more and it increases the speed. I press more, it increases the speed. I press more, it's super fast. Okay, so even if you're using this kind of machine here, this one here, that you cannot regulate the speed, like for this one you can regulate here. Remember, I mean, our previous lesson we showed you how to regulate the speed. But even if you're using a machine that you can regulate the speed, you already can see that from the pedal you can actually regulate the speed. So you would need to learn control with your pedal. You will need to learn control. All right, there's no manual work on the industrial machine, so it's just your leg doing it. You don't even need to touch or start wheeling here. Say if you just want to lift your needle a bit, that's all. But you have to learn control. So from time to time, if you have an industrial sewing machine or you have access to one, put your leg on the pedal and try to work with it. When it is slow, increase the speed, keep increasing the speed until you can control. But there's one thing I want to say. When beginners start using the industrial sewing machine, you're trying to be very slow and just pressing it little by little. Now that is good for a start, but please don't stay on that. Why? The industrial sewing machine was created majorly for speed. Majorly for speed. So if something was created to give you speed and then you begin to reduce the speed, you should understand that you are misusing that item. Okay, you are misusing that item. So it's important for you to ensure that you work on the speed. Your goal is to match up in the speed. Okay, your goal is to increase the speed because it will also fasten up your sewing process. All right, so we are going to look at how to thread our bobbin now. If you are using this kind of machine that has a place where the bobbin can be threaded, not all industrial sewing machines would thread your bobbins for you. Like the one over there, you have to manually thread by the side. Okay, but for the purpose of this lesson, I'm going to use this to show you. So this is the bobbin winder. Okay, and then remember in the previous lesson we talked about this thread and we said that it's for your bobbin. Okay, even same thing with the other one over there, use it for your bobbin, but our focus is here. So I don't need to put you through how to pass the thread because we already did that before. So I'm going to show you how to pass the thread for the bobbin so that it can wind. Okay, so that it can wind. So I'm going to start off with, I already have my thread, okay, and I have my bobbin, an empty bobbin. So I'm going to drop that. So I'll pick up my thread, take out the thread I need to use, okay, and then it goes from the back in. All right, it goes from the back in. Okay, so I just fold the thread so I won't have to struggle with the, tiny thread. Now you notice that when the thread is coming out, it's eating with this. So what I'll do is to bring, remember I said that she should always have this in a way that she allows the thread move very well. I'll push this back a bit, so now I see that it's a bit easier for it to move easily. So the next thing I want to do is to come here. There's a hole here and there's a hole here. So I'm going to take the thread, put it through the hole here. You might not see it, but there's a hole there. So if your machine is like this, you put it through that hole. Remember, this is a tension plate. In fact, I should have asked you before saying it, but this is a tension plate. Okay. Just to pause, always remember to clean your machine. So I cleaned it, I think, but there are some tiny holes. Maybe we'll probably show a lesson on when you are doing full cleaning of your machine. So, but there are some spaces that maybe your rags will not be able to enter, but there are things you can use to, clean them. So ensure that your thread passes through the tension plates. Very important. Okay, then it can go into this hole and go out. So put it through that hole. It's not tiny enough. The tip of my thread is not sharp, that's why I'm using this. That's why I'm folding. But if yours is sharp, you don't need to fold. Yes, it's out. Okay, it's out. Now if you look at this is actually a blade. So if I want to cut the thread, I can cut it with this. Can you see? It's a blade. So whoever fixed your machine should ensure to help you fix this. It comes with the machine. Now I take my bobbin, okay, and then just manually roll the threads a bit and then put it here. Now once I put it here, I'm going to lock it up like this. Then, so the reason why I'm doing my wheel like this is I want to be sure that the thread is actually supposed to be going like this. Because if you put your bobbin, let's say you put your bobbin the other side, by the time you start pressing your machine, the thread will be losing. It won't be filling up the bobbin. So you ensure that you put it here just to confirm. If you didn't use a lot of bobbin, so it might lose out. So but I think I'm fine. So I'm going to go ahead and press my pedal, my foot pedal. Can you see? So can you see the magic that is happening? So the advantage of this particular machine is that while I am sewing, so you know that there are some garments that you need to sew and you will use more than one bobbin, one field bobbin. You will use more than one field bobbin. So, and when you're done with one under now, you want to stop sewing and take off the bobbin to fill it again. That takes you some time. But with this machine, while you are using the bobbin underneath and you are sewing, you can fix another bobbin here. Remember that you're not even using the same thread. So it's not like you have to remove this thread, put it here. No. You can start reeling the bobbin while you are still sewing. When it's full, when this is full, this pin we use to click it will come out by itself because it's full. So once you hear that sound, you can take it out and put another bobbin. This is a great one for when maybe you are sewing a bulk garment and you're using the same thread. So you just keep reeling. When the bobbin here finishes, you already have a bobbin that is ready for you. It saves you time. So let's finish this up. Can you see the magic? Can you see the magic happening? I don't even need to touch while I can still be sewing. I can still be sewing here while I'm reeling my bobbin. I'm filling up my bobbin. Can you see the thread there? So I can still be sewing and I'm filling up my bobbin. Okay, I can still be sewing and I'm filling up my bobbin. Who doesn't like an easy life? Who doesn't like? I can go faster. If you do slowly, it will go slowly. Can you see? It's just going slowly, very slow. If you increase your foot pedal, it increases. If I increase very well, it increases and goes faster. Okay? You want easy life. See, sewing is already a lot of hard work. You want to use things that make it easy for you. Okay, you want to use things that make it extremely easy for you. So you can see it's almost filled up. By the time it's filled up, I don't even need to be watching it while I'm sewing here. This is like an automation. Okay, just pay attention to when it clicks out. Pay attention to when it clicks out by itself. I'm not going to touch anything on the bobbin. Just you see, can you see that? Can you see it clicked out by itself? Did you see it? If you saw it, write it in the comment that you saw it. Write in the comment that you saw it. So this clicks out by itself. The moment I hear that sound, I know this is filled up, and then I can take it out. And remember our blade here. I'll just use the blade to cut. I'm good to go. No need, no time wasting. Okay, no time wasting. And then you can go ahead and keep doing other ones as you like. Okay.